Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Hagan. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense, not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
They boot it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The give from the gun. And he's stopped by that big defensive tackle up front. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
QBs do a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job by the defense getting him to the ground for no gain.
He'll take a shot. Oh, it makes the grab. Oh, couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on 3rd down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th-ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. BYU ready to put a foot to it and get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Short gain on the play before he slides. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conference?
There he goes! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Tate.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Yeah, and there you go again. Ohio State bringing the ground game. They typically do that, Reese. That's pretty normal for them.
They've built their entire program around it. Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. You go back to Hopalong Cassidy. I mean, the Buckeyes love to run the ball no matter how many times they spin the magic beat. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from it. Looking for the end zone. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And the Buckeyes in the hurry-up. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hagan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's the handoff. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks, and make plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. To the air, it's Retzlaff. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars in LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. To the air, it's Sayin. With the catch, it's Peoples. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Give to the back. And the ball slipped out. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
Man, I tell you what, those backup running backs, they don't get very many opportunities to prove themselves and deserve more carries and show the coaching staff. And when you do, and you fumble on the first carry, you're not going to get many more opportunities either.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Bringing the heat. He'll pull it down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
Here comes 3rd and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. That's it fly. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Makes the catch. It's Tate. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Complete in the middle. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. The passing game continues to be prolific, and as much as Ohio State has been built on toughness, they've been built recently on the efficient passing game.
I mean, so many good quarterbacks. And you know you're going to get great play calling, great offensive design. Ohio State offenses every year, year after year, the names change, but the production continues to be the same.
Trying to escape and get it himself.
I love fighting for extra yards, and I'm going to encourage every single one of my running backs, receivers, and tight ends to do it. Just not my quarterback. I really got to understand, listen, the play's over, get down on the ground, don't take too many of those big shots.
And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's ball. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sayin. Plucks it out of the air. On the move at the 30. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's ball. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And you go to old Mr. Reliable in the red zone, and you still have a chance to turn this into 6 instead of 3.
And third down, great job by this offense. Move the chains, give yourself another fresh set of downs, but find the big targets in the red zone. Those guys make life easy on a quarterback.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for this offense. Quarterback keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. And the Buckeyes racing to the line in a hurry up. This is a designed run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hagan. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. It's complete on the right side. Lots of running room. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. first play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. And the Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw. It's Retzlaff. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. BYU lines up quickly. They'll run play action. Under fire. He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
Looking to buy time. Throwing on the run. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised.
He'll take a deep shot here. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
3rd down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
Dances away to buy time. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Finds his big tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Right, 2nd quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some 1st downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ball. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Hagan. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Retzlaff. Here comes the heat. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Roberts. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
It's way too early in the game to say this is a must score. But, man, you've dug yourself an early hole, and this offense needs to capitalize. You're not getting the football after the half, so create some momentum now while you can.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Let's go. Looking downfield on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Back to throw, it's Sayin. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off the spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just drives it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Buckeyes will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. He stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll open the 2nd half on the ground. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Now, in that ethereal realm of BYU quarterbacks like Ty Detmer and Steve Young, Jake Retzlaff has a chance to claim a spot in there, David. 11-2 a season ago, just missed a playoff. If they can get to the CFP, what does it mean for a program like this?
It would be huge. I mean, BYU is a good program, but nobody looks at them as an elite program. So they could perform at that level. And listen, it's going to be Retzlaff. He's that guy. Like, he's scrambling, throwing, making plays. Kind of had a knack for big plays last year. So if he builds on that, watch out.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Fires to the right. Holds it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Looking downfield, it's Retzlaff. Unloads it left. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
To the air on second down. Now improvising. Rolling right and going deep. Touchdown, BYU! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They think there's room to run to the right here. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Going for the big play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. Did some work on the return. They mark him out of bounds right at the 20.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
They'll start this drive with a pass. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Here's a heat. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Unleashes to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Knocked down at the 5 after making the interception and taking it the other way.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
So now it's second and long. On the move. And this one will be stopped for no gain. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Right on the money. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Love the coverage and not giving up an inch defensively there. Third down, smothering the receiver. As soon as he caught the ball, down he went. They've got this offense pinned.
And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. On the move. Wide open spaces. There he goes. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This QB just has such a feel. He's so good with these design quarterback runs. He's patient. He allows the holes to develop. He puts his foot in the ground, and in the open field, he's as dangerous as any ball carrier in the country.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hagan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Going right to work up top. Got a man. It's Hagan. At the 35, he's open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. It's Retzlaff. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires downfield. He's got an open man.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback moving. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is...
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on a football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback extends the play. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football game.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Retzlaff. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. BYU right back to the line.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays, but this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air on first down. He fires to the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Just keep slinging it. Deep shot for the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Sayin. Going downfield for the big play. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Ball. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty.